lucky today to have the Honorable Mayor Jim Langfelder with us. So we'd like to have him come up and say a few words.
Thank you very much. Coming to Hickory Glen brings back fond memories. My early days, I used to be in banking, and I used to come here and open up accounts and wait on customers, and that was always fun. But the real fond memory is with my parents during the election. We were making the rounds, and we came here, and they got to see a lot of their friends, and it's really a great memory for myself because, you know, that was one of the final days of my dad's life, and he really enjoyed visiting with each and every one of you that he had. So we thank you for all you've done for our community and for Hickory Glen and the ownership team and the employees. We can't thank you enough because you take care of the ones that mean a lot to us, and that's the seniors of our community. So I do have a proclamation to keep me on point. And actually, my father was mayor when they opened this place up 30 years ago. So, you know, fast forward to today, and I get to do the 30th anniversary. So it reads, whereas located 2 miles from the historic heart of Springfield, Hickory Glen has offered senior living options for area residents for 3 decades. And whereas Hickory Glen has served as an extended part of hundreds of families, offering security, comfort, and safety to our loved ones and providing a place that feels like home. And whereas through top-notch wellness programs, including exercise classes, a walking club, and personal trainers, and resort-style entertainment like social outings, happy hours, games, discussions, and great musicians, Hickory Glen allows its residents to stay healthy, connected, and involved in the Springfield community. And whereas the opening of the high-rise 30 years ago when Mayor Ozzie Langfelder spoke at the ceremony, and years later his son, who was a banker, would come once a week to open accounts for the residents, and later on would become mayor himself, showing that Hickory Glen has an impact on residents of all ages. And whereas an organization is only as strong as its people, and it is Hickory Glen's dedicated staff and partners who are the unsung heroes and work tirelessly to create a welcoming and family-friendly environment, ensuring Springfield residents are cared for in the utmost and loving way. And whereas it is these special occasions that gives us the chance to celebrate all the things we already do, enjoying each other's company and helping residents thrive. And on behalf of the City of Springfield, thank you for being a constant resource to our residents. Now, therefore, James O. Langfelder, Mayor of the City of Springfield, Illinois, and the City Council do hereby proclaim that April 5th, 2017 shall be Hickory Glen Day in Springfield, Illinois. We ask all residents to thank you for all you do for our community. So thank you very much. Want to come up or take this, or Jill? Step out here, we'll take a picture.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's terrific.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Nancy Terry, who I've had the privilege of working with here for a couple of years now. And she's a senior vice president of Everest Properties out in Pasadena, California, the owners now of Hickory Glen. And so I'm going to turn it over to her for a brief something.
Thank you, thank you. Honorable Mayor, thank you so much for joining us today. What an honor to meet you. And can't hear it?
Is that better?
Oh, there it is. Now you can hear me. Again, thank you for being here. And I also want to welcome the Sapp family. Leonard Sapp was the original developer with a group, and they developed this beautiful building, which has been an honor to maintain. And we welcome you, and we thank your father for the wonderful work he did here. Hickory Glen was built in 1986, and in 2001, Everest Properties purchased the property. And since then, we have worked hard at maintaining the facility, and we have spent probably just over $2 million in maintaining the facility and keeping it going. Recently, we are rebuilding the entire infrastructure in our mechanical rooms, rebuilding the freezer. So we continue to work on the infrastructure. But the most important thing that we can do is invest in the staff that care for our senior citizens here. And that's the most important thing to us. As you know, we have Jill, who does an amazing job at not only managing staff, but managing the facility. She and I have learned a whole lot in the last couple of weeks about infrastructure and mechanical rooms and boilers and all kinds of new gadgets that they have to maintain that. And we thank the residents for being so patient with us in doing all of this work. The next thing we're going to do is rebuild our freezer room and keep that going. But we've also invested in additional amenities here at Hickory Glen. As the mayor mentioned, we've opened up a gym. We've hired wonderful trainers to come in and work with our senior citizens, along with additional activities and events that we do not only here but outside the community to help keep things active and exciting here. Our whole philosophy here at Hickory Glen is a philosophy of wellness, and that is one of our most important concerns here, that we have an active, happy community. We have a history here of some wonderful longevity of wanting to be here and continue to care for all of you, and we're so appreciative of that. Finally, I want to, the real communication center is the front desk. And the ladies who are in that front desk are just amazing. They handle the visitors, they handle all of your wants and needs, and it's just amazing. Linda and Anna and the rest of the staff that's there are just absolutely amazing at keeping things going. And Everest is grateful to have such a wonderful group here at Hickory Glen. And personally, it's an honor to work with this group. I really enjoy it. And it's one of the few properties that Everest manages personally. Most of us have third-party managers, and we're simply the owners and the asset managers. But Hickory Glen, we decided many years ago that we wanted to be involved in this group ourselves, and we really enjoy it. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3. Woo!